Welcome back, gang. We're hanging out, and even though it doesn't look like it right now, oh my god, we're playing Avowed. Holy shit, we're back in it. Oh my god, blasting my ears. Oh my god, holy shit, we are back, gang. We're playing Avowed again. Hello, Mafia. I hope you're having a good evening. I hope everybody's having a good evening so far. But yeah, we're back. We're hanging out. We're nearing the end of the game. Last we left off, we are entering an area that, like, I don't know, we've been kind of searching for the whole game. Just as like a quick little back, like, aside here for anybody who needs the little catch up, you know. We've done pretty much every single side quest in the game that we've found, you know. Like I said, like I've said before, I'm sure there's probably a couple that we've missed, you know, but you know, we'll find those maybe on second or third playthroughs, like, in the future. I definitely want to play through this again, at least so far. But anyway, that aside, you know, tangent aside, right now in the main story, we've been kind of following the whims of a god in our head. Turns out we are a quote-unquote godlike, a kind of in between between the humans here, or I guess like all the different races, and the gods, where we act as kind of like a go-between between them. The gods can pick someone to represent them in the kind of mortal world and kind of touches them or blesses them, you know. That would be us. Up until this point, Sapadal, our god, has seemed like a pretty benevolent spirit anyway. Like, I haven't had a lot of reason to worry up until this point or question their motives. It seems I've been getting the vibe so far that this being is kind of like nature, like Mother Nature, you know, for lack of a better way of describing it. You know, it seemed like it was really helping people when it wanted to really help people, but anytime it sensed a threat to its land or its people, namely in the way of different colonizers or different groups that have come over to lay industry to their land, I mean, you name it, you know, whatever that these people did to anger this god, Sapadal would take it out on people in the form of, it seemed like, different cataclysmic events, you know, different happenings with the earth, like earthquakes and different natural disasters and stuff. But then namely, really the big elephant in the fucking room, when they felt threatened by new people coming into their land and hurting their people, my god, our god Sapadal, created the Dream Scourge, which is the affliction that has been cursing this land the entire time. The whole reason that we are here doing what we are doing is to hunt down the source of the Dream Scourge, and it turns out it was connected and made by the god that made us. So now we really have to, and now it wants us to go to this place that we are currently at, the garden, find them and free them, because they have been imprisoned by their fellow gods, because these gods saw it as an agent of chaos that couldn't control itself whenever it was, you know, lashing out. It was kind of they locked it away for its own good. So now we're kind of faced with the ultimate question, really, of do we trust all these other ancient gods, you know, and all these ancient beings that have said to lock it away and not let it out because it is bad, you know, even though we think and we have been acting as if this god has good intentions the entire time? It's given us not a lot of reason to think that it didn't have good intentions, but it just seems like it couldn't really control itself. I don't know if we I don't know if we keep this thing imprisoned, or I'm not sure, like, really what the right move is here, honestly. It kind of has me feeling a little bit divided. But either way, currently right now, we are in the garden. We're gonna go ahead and explore it and see what the fuck is going on in here, you know? I'm gonna see what's going on. It's gotta be something good. Let's go ahead and see here. And then, speak to Mihala. Find Mihala and tell her about what happened with Kostya and the sluice gates. Okay, cool. And it looks like, actually, we can even have some conversations with the peeps before we, like, go to...
I knew when I left. Thanks for mentioning it.
I hope everybody's caught up there.
You're probably here to see how I'm doing, yeah? Well, I'm doing great. I always knew my home would destroy itself from within. I just never thought I'd get a chance to stop it.
Give me 1 second. Okay. Of course the dog would have to be... You'd want to go out right when we fucking start here. Alright. Sorry about that, game. Alright. I think you did well, Marius.
Right. If you get any more sappy, I'll think you've turned into a tree. But enough of that. You have a lot to do. And I'm right behind you. Right. Changing the subject. We already talked about Kai.
No, I don't want to gossip. We don't need to gossip, Marius. I don't need to know that shit. Wait, what else did you have to say?
Envoy?
What?
Blacked out at that Audra and the lava tubes beneath Solace. But it seemed different somehow.
Spoke to the spirit of Nandru. Which, he was one of the godlike that I was. One of the race of people that I was.
I actually believe you. This is madness, Envoy. You spoke to the founder of Solace.
He suggested that I kill Sapadal, actually. He did do that. He did tell us that we should kill it. But it was cool to meet another godlike.
I bet it was. You could finally complain to someone about all the face stuff. People in Solace always claim they're speaking the word of Nandru. And here you are, actually hearing from the man. Doesn't even really matter what he said if you ask me. There are hundreds of Pargrunen who'd give anything to hear Nandru's voice. Let's stay impressive is what that is. Envoy, what do you need?
Well, I mean, you wanted to talk to me, my man.
If I must.
Is that all you wanted to tell him? All right. What do you got to say, Gianna?
So, this is it. The spiritual epicenter of the living lands. Where it all began. And where it all ends. For so long, I have looked out on a horizon full of possibilities. Now that it's here, I'm too scared to breathe. Oh, why am I so anxious?
I don't know, you tell me. Maybe because we're doing something awesome?
I suppose you're right. I'm frightened, I'm excited. I'm a lot of things right now. Do you remember when Manto Pastor sent you after the heart of an Adragan?
I do, yeah.
That was nothing compared to this. We are standing in the beating heart of the living lands. Just imagine what we can do with it.
Well, what do you want to do with it? We don't have a lot of time to decide things.
And only one chance to get it right. My parents were going to build a better world for Animancers. That dream was their legacy to me. You and I have come farther than they did. To an impossible place where anything can happen. Anything.
Okay. Sorry, gang. I don't know, I think we would just offer support.
Of course you are.
I don't want to point her
I
in a
don't know
direction
what's
with
going
that.
to happen. But you've had my back since the beginning. I won't
That's
forget
what we're here
it.
for, homie.
You have an inquisitive mind. I respect that. If you ever feel your education is missing something, I'd be happy to teach you what I know. All you have to do is ask.
Fair enough. You offered to teach me.
Excellent. The Imperial Court taught you well, but I suspect there were gaps in what they call an education. If there's anything you've been dying to learn from an Animancer, now's the time.
Whatever you want to teach me.
Very well. Hold your questions to the end if you don't mind. Otherwise, I'll lose my train of thought. Now, let's begin. You, drifted off for a moment. Were you paying attention?
Yes.
Really? What's the last thing I said?
Tell me about the fight that broke out during your thesis defense.
Oh, I stand corrected. Even if you had dozed off, no harm done.
No problem.
Besides, a little nap is good for the soul. I slept through my share of lectures, and look how I turned out. That's all I have to teach you for now. I'll chime in if anything else comes to mind.
Damn. We can ask her a lot of things. Oh my god. How you holding up, Jenna?
Well, my future is in shambles, and I have no idea what to do next. Oh, and my home is under attack by the acolytes of an insane witch god. Apart from that, fine. Truthfully, I'm a bit lost. Leaving Fiormes Iverno was supposed to be liberating.
And now you don't know
We've
where to
seen
go.
and done incredible things, but I'm no closer to finishing my family's work.
Hell yeah, Mafia. You have a good night. It's good to see you. Thank you for popping in. Stay safe and have a good evening. We'll be back tomorrow night, too. But maybe I can help.
What I'm up against is much bigger than either of us. Through animancy, I can harness the wild essence of the living lands and put it to good use. But what if I tried, only to have it lash out and destroy me? I'd be no better off than my parents. The dream scourge is infecting our Adra, holding back my work. Until I understand it, until I can control it, I can't do anything. I'm useless. I'm... nothing.
Wow. Do you ever stop and think that you are far more than your work?
Of course. I've heard that one before. Quilici always told me to slow down, to stop and appreciate the land I'm trying so hard to fix. But how can I slow down when I only have one lifetime to get this right? I'll find answers in the garden. For better or worse. Pleasant dreams.
Do you have a moment, Marius?
Oh, she still wants to talk?
I must admit, I had my doubts about Solace. It was like a dungeon, except the wardens were the prisoners. You could have helped Kostya destroy the keep, but you left it standing. Why?
I mean, I don't know. It just seemed right to force everyone out, not give everybody a choice, you know?
I agree. A decision like this belongs to the community, not the ambitions of one man.
1,000
Even
fucking
if
percent.
Solace isn't going anywhere, I think your arrival was a sign of changes to come. Wherever you go, you break people out of their habits. You banish the old ways.
That's what we fucking do, baby. Give me too much credit.
Or perhaps you don't give yourself enough. Wherever that power comes from, whether it's your heritage or political status, it's a terrible burden. I don't envy you, but at least you keep things interesting. You too.
Oh my god,
heard of
everybody
Empress's
still
Eye?
has something to say.
Let me get this straight. You spoke to the spirit of Nandru, a godlike, same as you. What
I
did he
did.
say? Any advice? Any words of encouragement?
Well, he told me to kill Sapadal.
Oh. I take it that wasn't what you expected.
No,
I
not
should
really.
have seen this coming. Never listen to the dead. They're cynical, full of regret, and determined to make us all miserable. Thankfully, you're still alive. Fate is in your hands.
What if Sapadal is as awful as he says?
What happened to Nandru was ages ago. Plenty of time to reconsider one's choices. No one is closer to Sapadal than you are. Nandru lost that privilege when he died, which means you alone can judge the god of the living lands. Your opinion is the one that counts.
Fair enough. They suffered too.
A caged animal lashes out at friend and foe alike. For what it's worth, I think you're going to be fine. No matter what you do about Sapadal, it can't get any worse. I wish I could say the same for the living lands.
Fair, I guess.
Pleasant dreams.
Pleasant dreams, Giada. Alright, gang. I think that's mostly it. I think we need to just continue on.
Oh, Giada, your weird device thing was making a noise last night.
Oh, God. Nope. We're gonna leave before that conversation starts. Now, when it comes to who to bring with us, I think we bring Kai and Yatsili, maybe? This is a tough decision. but I think we bring those two, and I think that's a pretty good combination, especially with our skill set, you know? We're casting spells like a fucking mad god out here, but... Looks like we just gotta find Sapadal.
Wonder if Yahtzee brought her ladder.
Oh god. Abilities also. Did we level up? Oh. Looks like we have an ability point. I don't really know what to do with it. The equip speed would be nice. The power slide also would be pretty nice. Reduces the stamina cost of dodge. That could be useful too.
Wow, that's convenient.
I wonder if there's anything down there. I doubt it. I'm not gonna risk it. Wow.
Nice of someone to mark that spot for us.
I think we've found Sapadal's home.
Yeah, no kidding. Dreamthought Elder Black Bear. Oh wow, that thing looks fucking strong. I hear something though. I hear some sort of loot. Oh, it's right here.
Coming in hot.
That's perfect. I'm really glad we took him with us. That being said, we do have the grenades, but looks like too they're gonna gear us up hopefully. I wonder if we're gonna have a boss fight then, if like we do end up freeing them, like what the fuck happens, because we already killed Lodwin. We already dealt with them.
He was here. Oh, I completely missed him.
Nice. That was awesome. Beautiful. They didn't really stand a chance. Not even close. There we go. I had to do some pro level dodging.
Nice shot.
Wow, that really didn't kill it? Oh, wow. Thankfully Kai did. You know what, let's go ahead
Here it
and
comes.
get him to burn this too. See if they left anything up here though, I doubt it. Oh, wow. More upgrade materials. I ain't gonna be mad at that. Perfect.
I think this is the only way down. After you.
Alright. Well, shit. Sounds good.
Don't look down.
I looked down. Oh, whoa. There's another way into this. Yeah, I'm gonna set up a party camp. Oh shit, what do you have to say, Marius?
Envoy, what do you need? Thanks for talking.
When you find Sapadal, I hope you tell him how much I love what they've done with this place.
I'm being sarcastic.
And you've got to enjoy it where you can find it. Besides, as divine prisons go, I can imagine much worse.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of it being locked up at all.
And Sapadal definitely isn't docile. Not from what we saw on Mount Forja, or outside the ruins of Nakukubel.
Complicated is an understatement, to say the least, for Sapadal. But I kind of do want to think that they can change.
I've heard that one before. Usually before a lot of tears, a lot of drinks, and a lot of, I should have known better. Still, you taught me that a person can grow beyond their flaws. Why wouldn't the same be true of a god? I hope you're right, because we are all in trouble if you're wrong.
I'm surprised you're not in favor of second chances here.
You know, if Sapadal were only a smuggler, assassin, or bandit, I'd be right there with you. But knowing they could end us all with a temper tantrum puts things in perspective. I guess we've all got our limits. And I don't envy you having to deal with the loose cannon of a god. But I envy even less the mess you're going to have if, when, we escape this place.
What do you mean?
While we're tracking down your god, things are heating up between your Adiran comrades and the locals.
Yeah, that's probably not good.
You may have averted the attack on Fjord, but this is one situation where it's the thought that counts. And yeah, I know that's on the Steel Garrote, but it's not lost on anyone that your people despise animancy. Not when Heelguard banned the practice in Paradise.
I see your point.
Oh, I wish I were finished. You helped Ludwig destroy Nakukubel. And while most people don't give a tarnished skate for godless ruins, they'll see that as a powerful demonstration of siege weaponry.
I know that doesn't look good. But that was the Steel Garrote.
Again, people won't see a difference, not when your groups have been working so closely. And then there's Solace. You might have saved the keep, but no one's going to talk about the disaster that didn't happen. They're going to talk about why Mount Forja erupted after all this time.
I mean, like, why would Adir be blamed for a volcano?
You'd be surprised where people can find blame when they're spun up. And it looks real bad when a Steel Garrote force just so happened to be there when it went down. Fairly or not, a lot of blame's gonna be laid at Adir's door. And if I had to guess, I don't think Hilgard's been helping matters while you've been out here.
So, tensions are high and everyone out here is well armed. What about it?
If and when we get out of here, we're walking into a powder keg. And you'll have to choose a side. That's the part I don't envy.
I'm not gonna fucking help anyone subjugate the people of this land. Fuck that.
I admire your principles, but don't underestimate what they could demand of you. Look, I've been there. I fought for Rauatai's interest in the Deadfire for longer than I like to admit. And lost my stomach for it eventually. That's how I wound up here. But I will tell you now, I never could have fought my own brothers and sisters. I hope that's not what it comes down to. But I'll understand if that's a line you can't cross. I don't mean to burden you. It's late, and you've still got a god to face. Just know that whatever you choose, I'll fight alongside you. I'm with you to the end of this.
Well, thank you, Kai.
Anytime. Good night.
I met this animancer one time.
We're gonna upgrade real quick. Do we really want to upgrade this again? Living Iron Trunk. Because we could do this. The ability cast speed is what's so fucking nice. Oh, maybe we can't make a living iron trunk anyway. Wow. Yeah, so maybe we don't. Maybe we just upgrade this. I think we do it. The Counselor's Garb. Stealth attack damage, wow. That's actually really good.
You might know him.
Oh?
I think there's a couple of these, though, that we can probably break down. Those can all go. Moonstrike and the Meteor Blade can go. Counselor's Garb can go. And then a bunch of this shit, if it needs to be broken down, we'll just break it down.
Who would that be?
Tall guy.
What do you got to say,
Boy,
Marius?
what do you need? Pleasant dreams. Right. As we were saying.
Oh, it must be because, like, of the companions.
We already talked about Kat.
What are your thoughts on Giada?
Giada's a mystery to me. Animancers give me the freak. Most of them would just as soon turn your soul into jewelry as look at you. Giada seems...
Yeah, I
just smart,
figured.
so-
I don't really want to hear his gossip.
Not before I've done some reading. What do you need?
It still says he has
The only
something
one-
to say.
She's not so bad. I mean, she's loud and impulsive. She keeps saying things to get a rise out of me, Envoy. But
Yeah,
other
okay,
than that,
yeah.
until next time.
Marius just has to permanently talk to me.
The only one. I don't know. She's not so bad. She keep. Not before I've done some reading.
Alright, well, whatever. Not our problem anymore. Just wanted to make sure we weren't leaving anything out. Oh shit, hi.
Held. Trepidation. You are close, yet distant still.
I'm grateful for the pause in battle. I didn't expect this much resistance.
The bars were not enough. They writhe. They seek to silence us. Only essence sustains them now. Hatred seated in the heart. We wonder.
How'd they do you? What happened? That's funny as hell, though. But actually, Sapadal, I've got a question for you.
We did not foresee this.
Are you surprised?
You have defied our expectations at every turn. Perhaps we should not have been.
What do you really want?
A question like the ocean. What is wanting? What is what?
What if you could have anything you wanted?
We would run, roll with the tide, sink our fingers into new earth. Whisper in the fields, lift the hills gently in our hands.
Yeah, that seems to be pretty commonplace at a lot of places I've been, unfortunately. It seems to be more the standard than sorry they're fucking you over though. Hope you're doing well. Do you think you could live in harmony again, Sapadal? Be real with me.
We did once. New sweet peas bloom in the grove. We would try. Vengeance denied. Squandered. This cannot be.
Are you alright?
We feel nothing amiss.
No, you definitely said something.
We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps around our throat. Wake now. Find us.
Does Sapadal have like BPD or something?
I see
What the fuck? Oh,
has
shit. Hi,
found his
Wodka.
way into the cell.
No. Clarion Steel. We know this voice. Why is she here?
Because she's pissed that I'm helping you out. What are you doing in the garden?
I'm everywhere my tools have mouths to speak.
Out. Out. Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with?
Why don't you explain then?
Apparently, I must. The situation is worse than I perceived. Do you think you're special, with your god's thorn in your side? Do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? When even the collective fury of the real gods can only confine the sniveling creature to this wasteland.
I knew it.
You suspected. Then you must have understood why.
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red with memory.
In time, the gods felt the wretched
I will smite the
powers
down with the
seeping
vengeance of
through
a
this
thousand
land.
gods. Quote Dennis Reynolds.
Its madness would consume us all if it was not contained.
Shit. So yeah, confirmation that it was Wodica that imprisoned them here. Well, Wodica along with the other gods. I think they felt threatened, but I don't know if I really want to say that, you know? What do you mean exactly?
Chaos has no respect for borders. It goes where it will. A
Calm down,
pity
computer.
that its
Oh my God.
followers could not be reasoned with.
So you ordered the mad folk to kill all of my ancestors.
Of course I did. The poor godless, worshipping the very thing that subsumed them. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it.
You massacred them.
A regrettable consequence of a necessary war.
You're only able to call it necessary because you won.
History followed the course of law because I ensured it.
You're an asshole.
Why does our prison not protect us? Help us!
These fuckers are
Silence
clueless
her.
are like Donnie in the Big Lebowski
Listen
way
to
ye out
its
of their
tantrum.
element.
It knows neither order nor sense. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy.
Sapadal is just flashing out because of Adir.
Then they will keep applying the rod until it understands.
This is
But
horrific.
there is still time. You can succeed where Ludwig failed.
I don't want to.
Face your false god
TTS
and
does great
end its
justice to
reign
my
of terror
jokes.
permanently.
They deserve a second chance, dude.
Very well. I cannot force a child to bend to my will. But I will not stand by and watch you undo my work. You should have thought more carefully before you broke your oath to the Empire. Let this be a lesson to you.
Oh god.
Never understood Wodica's appeal. Still don't.
I never thought I'd learn of the Godless's fate from their killer.
No kidding. I love the TTS. What the fuck is that?
Draw 10! You're mine now! And rock!
Nice. That fucked them up. There we go. Kill this thing. That was easy. Is this really what we were worried about?
And rock! And rock!
There we go. Easy peasy.
Everyone okay?
We will go get all this stuff done. Sarcophagus key.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want, so tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna, ha, I wanna, ha, I wanna, ha, I wanna, ha, I wanna really, really, really wanna zigga zigga. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends, gotta get with my friends, make it last forever.
Gotta get with my
Friendship never
friends.
ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is. Oh, what do you tea?
I am interested in our sarcophagus key. I am wondering about that now. There's gotta be something around here. What the fuck is it? Ah! No, what the fuck is this? I'm almost falling to my fucking death. Why would they let me go here? This is so scary. Okay, alright, here we go. I can't get out of the tree. I'm stuck. Okay, here we go. This is fine. Uh-oh. Ow. I wonder where we find that key at. Is that something we're gonna have to go back for? What in the actual fuck? Oh my god. Okay, that helped, but not enough. There we go, that should help. Nice. It's on fire and frozen at the same time. Ow! Damn, all of my mana. Oh, fuck. Just beat his ass. Wow. Okay, we actually had to fight a magfolk. I understand why those people had no chance against that thing. There's no fucking way. That's ridiculous. Superb spear. I don't know what other, like... We're not gonna be able to sell shit now. I don't know how much good that does us, finding, like, things like this. I mean, it would be nice to have the money, but, like... If we save the Earth, is it gonna matter?
What is that? I know that place, right?
Marius.
Oh no. No, no, no. Why is this? They're dead. Like, it just happened.
What the fuck?
Like I remember.
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here.
Wow, this is crazy. Take your time, Marius.
Please, Viate. This is where you need to be right now.
Oh, I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again?
Something unresolved here.
Then for the god's sake, what is it? I am exhausted, Viate. I can't take much more of this.
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
We dealt with Razvan. He got what was coming to him.
Are you looking for closure, homie? I wish we could have helped you.
I am better off now than when I was fungus-brained and ready to die. I am part of this land's god now. A dream of the land.
Were you always such a blessed poet? Or is that a death thing?
Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well, but not the people next to them.
I have what I needed. We dealt with Razvan. We avenged our parents' deaths.
Then maybe it was I who needed to speak with my Viate. With a clear mind this time. Even when we were children, you kept me alive, first by needing my protection, and then by being who you turned out to be. When you left Solace, it was like I lost more than my best friend. I lost my need to live.
I know. And I'm not sure I'll ever live that down.
That sucks.
I don't think I know how.
You just try to be the best you can be.
You've always done everything you could to survive. It's time for you to learn how to live.
So, what do we do now?
It's between you and your friend, Marius. But I'd say you forgive each other.
I feel strongly that there's nothing left to forgive.
Easier said than accepted, Viate. Forgiving myself is the hardest part. We've both been through so much. But I can see that it's all behind us now. Just another thing we've survived after all this time.
A fine way to put it.
You've grown a lot, Marius.
I see it too. You've come a long way from that scared boy who refused to wear shoes for fear a bug might crawl out of it.
That was you, Nimdut. Look at my feet. Shoes. Kamayu.
Get out of here. Hike up your waistline and go talk to a god. They'll be waiting.
Rest well, Yanku.
Well, it was good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend, Envoy. He needs you more than he'll say.
Might as well go this way, but...
How are you feeling?
I'm alright. Good to see an old friend, you know?
And saying goodbye, that's the hard part.
You can talk to us, Marius.
Here we go.
Talking will help.
Obviously.
Oh, whoops. Wild Walker clothing.
Wasn't my favorite thing.
Grief is strange. You lose someone, and you carry around a little hole inside yourself till you die. Or maybe the same is true for the dead. Your friend obviously loved you.
Shit. Here we go. We probably should have healed up our essence before we started this, but...
I thought we were talking about pancakes.
Point for you!
Shit.
10!
Nice. If we kill this thing, that'll help. Yeah, there we go. Man, this thing is just pissed. It wants to kill us. There we go. Ow! Was there something behind me? Oh my god. Hi. I was just waiting for Kai to kill this thing. There we go.
Stand back.
Want to burn that down too? Oh, this is like the entrance to that one place. To where we were at before. Oh wow, you can get up here. And there's even a lockbox. That's crazy. Go ahead and save, just in case.
What a massacre.
Literally. Ow! Their reach is so far. Nice. That's actually perfect. Oh god, there was another one? A second one? Oh my Christ. There we go. Okay. That was useful. Nice, nice. That'll help. Oh, that didn't really hurt it? Wow. That sucks. There we go. Got him. Oh my god, they give us so many materials just for killing them. There's so much random junk out here. Ring of amplification. What the fuck is that? Power attacks cause larger hit reactions. That's kind of tempting, honestly. But as a warrior, that would be fucking overpowered. We might as well go and explore, right?
Wait. Isn't that Tama's cairn? Oh dear.
You seeing this too?
Uh-oh.
No. No, no. This can't be.
Yeah, I think this is. Hmm.
This place is cruel. Let's find your god, Envoy.
Wow. Talk kind.
Tama. No. No. I dealt with this. We stood at his memorial together. What is this, Envoy? This is your god's prison, not mine.
I don't know.
I can't tell. I can't focus on his face. His features keep blurring, changing.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure. I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing in front of me. Does that make sense?
How do you remember him?
That's the problem. I can't picture him anymore. I used to remember his face so clearly from that night. His rigid jaw, the way his eyes crinkled at the corners. He was in pain, but trying to hide it.
What do you see when you look at this one?
I see everything. All his moments at once. Joy, sadness, anger, heartbreak, stomachache. Everything from the handful of years that I knew him and the decades before we'd met. He's almost a stranger.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. All this time I kept him frozen in his worst moment. When he was suffering and when I failed him. But now that I see him as more, it's like he's free of that.
What does this mean?
It means something's finally got through my ridged skull, despite my best efforts. You're right. I am. It's like you said. His memory is no longer a burden. For the longest, I was afraid to let go of this moment, like I'd be letting him go if I did. Now I see I was just holding on to something that was weighing us both down.
Difference between letting go and running away, but I'm glad.
Me too. I never thought I'd meet someone I respect the way I respected Tama. But you've made some tough calls, and you've kept your head and your heart in the right place. So whatever comes next, I'm with you until the end. Now let's go
good.
find this god of yours and end the Dream Scourge. When we reach them, what do you think we'll find? A victim? A villain?
Something in between.
I suspect you're right. Let's end this. I'll follow your lead, as always.
Fair enough. He's gone. Just like that. Goodbye, Tama. I guess we keep going. It does make me wonder if there's like one for the different characters too, or if it depends on like who you get with you. Interesting. Looks like we gotta shock this door to get in, or maybe that was like one that we would have had to have shocked outside. Now I'm curious.
Ready? Aim.
I really wonder where those things are that I have to hit. I think they're back outside. I'm gonna go and look and see what the fuck it was talking about out here. Wow. Wow, that was dumb. Okay, that was really stupid. Hopefully that doesn't bite us in the ass. Okay, it didn't actually send us that far. Alright, let's just try that again. We're not even gonna worry about that axe. I don't think there's any point. No. Oh my god, if I can quit sneezing like nobody's business. And find out where these fucking cords go, where these cables go. And actually, it kind of looks like that one goes inside. Hmm. And it won't let me in this gate, and I don't... Oh, whoops. I wonder... Oh, whoops. No, it's not a soul pod. It's an electric lily seed. There we go. Now, I wonder where this one goes. I wonder if I actually... I bet you it's in... It's probably inside here. It looks like... Oh, fuck. I almost went over the edge again. Wow, that would have been awful. It looks like it went up and over. But I could be very wrong. This thing is fucking wicked. See, I don't know. Now I'm questioning it. Now I wonder. What's the move here? There's got to be a place where we throw this pod. But I don't know where. Feels like it would be somewhere stupid. Maybe it is back out here with the other one. It just doesn't seem like it would be. Oh my god, I almost did the same thing again. I really gotta cool it with that. See, I don't really know where it would be. It looks like it stops over here. Oh, whoa, there we go. Hey, alright. Now this, I have no fucking clue. Oh, there we go. Hey, that got something. Okay. That matters. Wait, where is the other one? Where is the other one? Kai, burn this shit down. Fuck.
Eager to meet us?
Make work and roll! Next one's mine. Roll up 10. Roll up 10.
Fuck. I can't get my cast off. There we go.
Make work and roll!
Something's beating my ass. There we go. That's what it is. Ouch.
You all right?
Oh my god. Getting my ass beat by a skeleton.
Another glorious bastard.
Probably should use the grenades more. That probably help, but I don't ever think to use them. Not when I'm like heat of the moment. So it wants us to go this way, but I don't really want to go that way yet. I want to figure out how the fuck to get in here. It's gotta be something over there, right? No fucking way. Wow. That was a complete guess. I don't know where that even was. You know what? That works. I ain't gonna question it. Whatever, it's fine. I'm gonna take all this shit. We'll take it. Whoa, Wayfinder. Whoa. A full combo attack deals high stun to nearby enemies. Greatly increases the distance traveled during a power attack. That's kind of cool. That is kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie. It's just way less powerful. Wow. Hey, I mean, I'm glad we went in there. I'm glad we got that. For what it's worth. Alright, I think into the deep blue we go. We gotta swim. Burn that shit down. I don't know if it matters on this side, but you know, if we can jump up here, that would be cool. It doesn't look like we can now. I don't think we can jump up this way. I think we gotta go down the other way. Or up the other way, I guess is the better. Around the other way. This is the right way to put that. Oh wow, there's a little creature in here.
Much as I want to look around, we need to find your god fast.
Do we? I really don't wanna. That means we gotta deal with this shit. Oh, what the fuck?
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Or am I going mad?
Giada?
What is the meaning of this? It can't be real. This is an
Her
illusion.
parents. I
A joke.
fucking knew they were gonna pull some shit
Tell
like
me
this.
we're both seeing the same thing.
Sapadal's dredging our memories again, looking for ways to reach out to us.
I hate it. Why am I cursed to see this again? Why does the memory follow me wherever I go?
Sapadal wanted us to find this. The only question is why.
They have a sick sense of humor. Whoever is responsible, I'm tired of the bullshit. Step forward and answer for yourself, coward!
Godlike of Sapadal,
Oh shit.
long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
It's not just me,
Wow.
right?
Okay.
The plants are talking.
Oh my gods. They're alive?
Talk to them, Giada.
How? Where would I even begin?
Giada Castel, welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You heard her?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But
Oh,
that would
wow.
have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus. The only time she used it.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here. You have found us."
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can be a terrible thing.
You're saying Sapadal was responsible for the lab accident.
No, this can't be.
Her parents
What
died.
exactly happened to my parents? Tell me, please. I need to know.
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your family in body and soul.
That's
broke
fucked.
them into a more suitable shape.
Sapadal does not know the limits of their strength. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made? Do you have any idea what my life has been since your little mistake?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity. So we helped them move on, as they wanted.
In the end, they thought only of you, their pride, and their love.
That's it. That's really it. The answer I've been searching for all these years. Sapadal destroyed my family.
I didn't know about any of this.
I don't hold you responsible. I don't even know if I hold Sapadal responsible. Your god has the intelligence of a scatterbrained goat, but that isn't their fault. It's simply how they came into being.
We have to teach it. You think they're telling the truth?
I know they are. My mother and father would not have wanted this. A good animancer embraces death. And they were the best.
What even are these things?
We are companions, toys, diversions. Sapadal fashioned us out of dreams and memories.
I can't believe it never occurred to me. They're animats. Ancient vessels held together with duty and loyalty. Their design is unusual, organic, much like the garden itself. Sapadal's work.
Interesting.
All this time, your god has been making imaginary friends, drawing pictures on the walls of their cell. It's almost too sad to imagine. One final question, spirits. What is this? Why are you trying to ruin my life again? Is this your way of haunting me? What is it you want?
Not to be pedantic, but that was 4 questions.
We want to apologize on Sapadal's
It's silly.
behalf, and for the part we played in your sorrow.
They want to apologize. I came to the garden for answers, not to offer forgiveness.
¿Por qué no los dos? You have the answers you need?
Easier said than done. Damn it. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Sapadal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. Confused. Screaming into the void for anyone who will listen. When they heard the voice of a stranger, they overreacted. How can I hold that against you? Apology accepted.
Thank you, Giada. And thank you, godlike, for bringing her all this way.
The time has come for you to find your patron, as you were meant to.
I'm ready.
May the living lands receive you with open arms. Farewell.
Goodbye. We need to talk about this, but not here.
This feels like one of those times when getting answers doesn't mean getting closure.
For real. Or fucking real. What the hell is this? Why is there a door here? What is this door for? Well, now they got me fucking wondering. Now they really got me wondering. What's the door for? What are we doing with the door? Actually, this is kind of a good opportunity to make sure I didn't miss anything before. Oh, it wants me to go up. Did I check down here? No. Oh, wait, this is the sarcophagus. See? Oh, yeah, we couldn't even get in this. I don't even know where we would have looked for that key. I am curious what's in there, though, now. Yeah, we're going. We pretty much saw all this already. Damn, it really took us all the way back here, just like that. That's kind of nutto, honestly. How was it even connected like that? What the fuck? How does that even make sense? How does that even make sense in the slightest? What the fuck? It really took us all the way back there. Oh my god. The fuck? I did not expect all that. Wow.
Incredible.
Yeah, no shit.
Sea Elf is in its heyday, in its full splendor.
Can't get up there. I wish I could. We should probably save. That looks imposing.
Then Roth! You're mine now! Then Roth!
There we go, nice.
Left flank! Roll 10!
On your left, dear!
I'll pop a healing potion real quick, too. And beat this thing's ass real quick. There we go. That did a lot of fucking damage to it. Oh fuck. Fuck. Mistakes were made. All these things need to die. There we go. Fuck off. Nice.
Watch the left. 10.
I missed. There we go. That's fine.
Need a breakthrough.
And roll.
Beautiful. Another one down. Dunzo, just like that. Fuck this guy too, he's dead.
Eggsworth and roll.
Ow! There we go. My god, there's so many skeletons over here. Holy shit. This is not good. Ow. We need to be dodging this thing. Nice. Kill that thing, please. Holy shit.
That's one for us.
That was ridiculous. That was so much. Let's go and run around and explore too. It's a dead body up there. How do I get over there? I need to get up there, but I don't really know how to do that. I do see something in there I want. I think we're gonna have to go up this way. Ancient memory. Oh shit.
We have been here.
Oh?
We were here all the yesterdays before.
How long have you been imprisoned?
The sun rises and sets. Time is mud. When were you born? When were we? We cannot say. We feel no spark of the Tibaris Inachus in this place. We cannot see it through their eyes. We slumber here, alone.
And solitude can give us time to reflect on ourselves.
Still wings, the clear glass of the pond. They took it all away.
Why don't you tell me what really happened?
A tide of souls thrown upon the wheel. The ground gives way. We fall. Now our memory is a wound reopened. They came suddenly. the stillness of night split by grinding steel.
They emerge from the sea?
We had no time to speculate. First, they blinded us. Shining eyes pierced the concealing dark. Then they burned. Smoke ensnared the moonlight. The Akita screamed.
Why target your people first?
A means to an end. We saw a terrible design in the roaring flames. They had carved a path to the temple. We were their true prey.
They didn't understand your power.
A jug to catch water. We overflowed. We persisted. We were everywhere. How could they cull the wind? How could they track the stars? Then they turned to what the Akita had made. They toppled the statues. They set the libraries ablaze.
Damn. Burning books, raising art. That's how it begins.
A mouth silenced. A record of time rendered in ruins. The Akita howled. They died. We cried out, sundered, soul by soul. We broke the earth, called down the storm, flung lightning from our hands. But they marched on. We grew tired. In fury, we exposed ourselves.
So they whittled you down.
Weakened, they advanced on us, they struck. They raised machines, we tried to tear down the garden's walls. Then, nothing.
Time stopped, didn't it? Like when you die?
Not death. Worse. A void. We reached out, but the machines held us in. We could not feel the new day's sun. Play in the shifting tide. The cities crumbled. We could not save them. We could not save ourselves.
That's not how Wodaka remembers it.
Extinction bought with blood. The victor writes with the ash. We watched helplessly for aeons. Until you.
What would you do if I never came here?
A chill wind. Our branches shudder. We do not think of this. The wound numbs now. We watch as the river of time expands. In the silence of our prison, we find clarity. How many voices lost? How many saplings have we cut down? We sink into the endless night. Perhaps we should be here.
Remorse is a sign that your time here has been good for you.
Fish swims in circles. We are not sure we understand.
Have you thought about your mistakes? Would you do the same things again?
We cannot choose where seeds fall, Yet we can feed, prune, protect. The soil stirs. We have a new memory of this place. You opened the final lock, entered the hidden glade. You listened. You stand at a cliff now. We watch your footsteps carefully. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Damn, your health constantly regens when below 50%. That is what's up. That was a very good memory to find.
Oh, big mistake.
It didn't even hit it. Wow.
Go up 10. Earth and raw. Earth and raw.
If that ain't fucking it up, I don't know what will. Oh, wow. Holy shit. It's pissed. This thing is so mad. We really need more, like, potion stuff, though.
That's it for me. Back in the fight. Egworth and Roth. Egworth and Roth.
Oh lord, he's trying. Nice. We got one down at least.
You're not looking so good.
Okay, well then fucking help me out, my guy. Fuck.
Up 10.
We're literally unleashing hell on this poor thing. We're hitting it with everything. This thing didn't stand a chance. Oh my god. We fucked this thing up.
Just like the good old days.
There we go. We really do need to, like, find a way to better regen our health, though. Now, that still begs the question, how the fuck we get up there, though? And did those just spawn because we went in that area? Because if so, that's crazy. And even still, this doesn't help us out figure out how we get up tip-top there. Because it looks like we gotta go up some way. Oh, maybe this way. Yeah, it looks like this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, okay. We can go over here and get this. Wild Walker Ring, what is that? Slowly regenerate up to 50% of your maximum health. Wow. It's actually kind of interesting that even if you didn't take that, even if that interaction with Sapadal didn't really go the way that you'd be hoping in order to get that skill, you can still go get a ring that pretty much does the exact same fucking thing as that does. Except this is just a passive now. Which I ain't mad about. I ain't even mad about it. Might as well just keep on chucking. Honestly, we're getting to the point where, like, if I found a camp, I might just camp. Here we go. Whoops. Oh, here we go. Let's freeze that shit. There we go. Wild Walker boots. Dodge distance and dexterity. And they are really good, but necessary? Probably not. I think we go back up this way. Which there's gotta be some other way. Oh, no, this is the direction I came. Oh my god. And just fuck them up. Wow, this thing doesn't even know how to react. Oh Lord, it's trying. Wow. That's beautiful. The thing couldn't even stand up to us if it tried. That's awesome and sad all at the same time. The poor thing.
This place feels familiar. Hurry, let's go inside.
I'm a little concerned yet, Sealy. Everyone else has been having existential crises going through here. I'm assuming you're gonna have the same thing.
This is the library from my dreams. It's real? Look at
Oh.
all these tablets. Actual written records. Oh, somebody. This looks like the Akita building this place. Clearly they wanted the story preserved, no matter the cost. I wonder who she was. She looks sad.
Interesting.
Halloween's gonads. Envoy? I never told you this, but I've dreamed of this place every night for most of my life. This is
I wonder
a
what that
godless
means.
library. An actual, real-life godless library. It's why I study the godless, because this place has haunted me since I was a child. And that's the chair. It's the picture of coziness.
It's a cozy place to hide out and have a nice cold pint and wait for everything to blow over. It's a Shaun of the Dead reference for anyone that isn't cultured enough to understand that one.
I do love your idea of hiding out, Envoy. Finally, you've arrived.
What the fuck?
There it smells. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. You must be the librarian from my dreams. Oh, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Oh, though, you do look quite familiar.
You could be twins. Except your hair's better.
Oh, wow.
It has been quite some time. Too many years to number. Of course. You are an ancestor? A very fashionable one at that. No, child. We are the keeper of these tablets. Or have you already forgotten? Oh, of course. I was you in a past life. Oh, I'm such a fool. You lived with animancers, and yet the idea of awakening to your past lives never entered your mind.
This is definitely
Wow,
sounding
what
like
the
one of Jia's
fuck?
ghost stories.
I was the last of the Akita. Once the attack started, a few of us were charged with preserving as much of our history as we could. So we retreated with as much as we could carry. The attacks? You must mean the Magfolk attacks. Yes, we've heard. Is that the reason for the bodies outside? Yes. Your monstrous gods, who bought their divinity with blood and the souls of their faithful. They tried to butcher every last one of us.
Seems like they succeeded.
They did in the end. But they didn't get exactly what they wished for. I made sure of that. But how did the Magfolk reach you in here? They didn't. Between the screams of my kin being slaughtered and the screeching of the Magfolk, I couldn't breathe. That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew I recognized it when we killed that Magfolk. Once it was gone, there was nothing left. And perversely, I found the quiet worse. So I decided on another way. One that wouldn't give your gods the satisfaction. Poison? Well,
Damn.
at least
Seppuku.
you washed it down with some good wine.
Just give me 1 second. But I am sure she would have preferred just being alive, Yetzili. I'm sure she preferred it didn't have to come down to this.
You're not helping, Envoy. Yatzli, you know what you must do now. I abandoned my duty to protect our history, but you... Someone must tell the story of the Akita, and there is no one else. I'm already an expert. What more do you want me to do? Think about it, Yatzli. You have been training to be the new protector of this collection since childhood. I couldn't ask for a better successor. But that was your duty. I have my own dreams. Yatzli, if you do not become the new librarian, there will be no other. The stories of the Akita will turn to dust, and my people, our people, will be forgotten. Just as the burned queen wanted all along, when she sent her magfolk to choke the life from us.
Why are you putting that all on
This is
her?
too much. What do you think, Envoy?
It's your life, your decision.
You're no help at all. Please. I ask for your opinion because I want it. Tell me, what do you think?
Are you really willing to give up your apprenticeship with Ringgrim?
That apprenticeship is more than I could have ever asked for. I don't know. That's hard to ignore. The chosen of Sapadal, yet you do not stand with your people. How disappointing. Our time is at an end, Yardsley. It's time for me to go. Wait! I've not even asked you any questions! Tell me about your marriage rights. And oh, did you mean for all your buildings to look so phallic? Unfortunately, my time is at an end. You must keep Yardsley alive. She is the last hope of the Akita. So this is goodbye.
Damn.
I
That's
wish
a
we
lot
could
to
have.
put on somebody.
No. I wish that all of you had a better ending. Choose well, Yardsley. And good luck. She's gone.
Well, shit.
Forgive me, Envoy.
It faded out of existence.
We should get going. We can talk back in camp. Later.
Wow. This has been some heavy shit. Let's get out of here. We still need to go find Sapadal. We're gonna save here too. I couldn't tell if that was trapped or if that was Magful flinging their arms all weird. This is fine.
I'll never understand the Akitan love for death traps.
Starting to think these people killed themselves off.
Yeah, I'm kind of almost thinking that too. Oh, it's up there. I'm just being dumb. Uh-oh. What the fuck? Okay. That could not have turned out any better. Brooch of spreading flame. Whoa. Can make the fire damage crazy good. We can become a fire wizard. Okay. Alright, this is an issue. I don't know how to get back now. Here we go. Mistakes were made. Alright. But we made it. So, it's all that matters. We aren't falling off the ledge again, so that's good. Hey, another camp.
Let's take a break before we continue.
Honestly, I agree. Honestly, I kind of have to get up early tomorrow. I'm almost tempted to call it here. I think this might be a good place. Let's talk to the crew. Let's get their opinion, and then we'll hold up.
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. I'm feeling that now. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share a drink before whatever's coming.
Right. This seems like a perfect place to stop and relax.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous, dearie.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious, excited, scared, hungry.
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed in the presence of the immortal.
Wow. You gonna be alright, Kai?
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. Getting to see that vision of Tama did me good. Like, I finally let go of something I'd been holding too long.
That's good.
Now that we're here, I'm eager to see this through. Nothing worse than holding your breath and waiting.
I'm glad to have you with me, Kai.
Same. I'd rather have good company in a prison than paradise alone.
How about you, Marius?
I had a feeling you might ask me that. I'm not sure I've really worked through what I've seen here, but I am grateful for the chance to see Yonku again. I feel like we're almost done with all of this, but we are in the weirdest place in the world, so who knows? I'm completely baffled, but when haven't I been lately? Being afraid doesn't even feel scary anymore.
Feel that. How about you,
I
Giada?
think so. The garden is so much more than I expected. Full of contradictions. Wild, yet serene. Truthfully, I didn't come all this way searching for my own answers. But I found them. Or perhaps they found me.
Fair enough.
Now, it's like there's a new path laid out before me. A life after the dream scourge. We're close to something. A threshold between calm and crisis. Conflict and peace. Life and death.
I do feel it too. Glad I'm not alone.
So am I. None of us could have gotten this far on our own.
What about you, Yatsuli?
Well, I won't lie to you, Envoy. A lot's happened. It's not every day that you learn that you're the last hope to carry on a legacy, but... well, here we are. Never literally talked to myself before either. I think I annoyed her. Me? Oh, I think I need another drink. But here we are. I just need a moment to take it all in.
Fair enough. Could actually use a moment myself here. Hold on. Let's see.
We all could, but I don't think we'll get it. And I wouldn't worry. Our little group here is perfectly frightening, and I'm sure our enemies would agree. We'll be fine. I can't speak for anyone else, though.
I'm glad her fur's fixed.
You've listened to all of us. How about you? You've been through a lot since you arrived. You've been shipwrecked and assassinated, harangued by gods, bureaucrats, and a death guard. You've had your soul poked, your loyalties questioned, and your sleep regularly interrupted by a god with no respect
That is a
for
lot of
privacy.
things.
And yet you've kept yourself and all of us together. How are you really doing?
Better than I thought.
You're very resilient. Under different circumstances, I would credit your nature as a godlike. But we all know better. You're strong enough to survive anything. Sapadal picked a good soul when they made you.
Thank you.
That actually made sense to me. As if I've learned something about souls and whatnot.
I'll take that as a compliment.
How about you, Envoy? What keeps you so stoic in the face of everything?
I don't understand it myself. Just feels like I'm supposed to be here.
Perhaps you don't need to understand. Your natural instincts are working hard enough.
When we first met, I didn't think you'd last long. But then I saw how you handled that dream thrall bear. shook off your own death like a bad cold. And then you confronted your own killer and let him go. Takes a special kind of strength to stay your hand in a moment like that.
I didn't know much about you at that point. You were traveling with Kai and you died, which I thought made a lot of sense.
I remember your calm. How you listened to my shouting match with the governor and actually heard me. You saved my city and gave me a home.
We tried.
A sanctuary where I could be myself. I'll never forget that.
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those sporelings. You got my priceless face. What more could a girl ask for?
And now look at you. Look at us. How far we've come in a short time.
5 oddballs on a mission to confront God. What could go wrong?
Quite a lot, as it turns out. But the journey is worth it.
Not to raise the sails before the anchor, but we left trouble in our wake. Fjord, Thirdborn, Solace.
Yeah.
If we make it out of here, it won't be to a living lands suddenly at peace.
Just this once. Could we forget about the rest of the living lands? Some of us could use a break.
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
That is very fair. Ignoring our why doesn't everybody just get some rest?
Right. We could all use some beauty rest. We'll want to look our best on the battlefield, won't we?
Before we turn in for the night, I'd like a word in private. Nothing serious, just planning out the rest of my life.
Yeah?
Get some sleep. There'll be plenty of time for sentiment and hugging later.
Hold on 1 second. Let me look at something real quick here, too. Let's go ahead and go ahead and talk to the crew here before we go to bed. She wants to talk to us. Well, so does Marius.
I came here to help you do whatever you're supposed to do with your god friend. Instead, I'm here talking to dead people.
That had to have been difficult. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll
It
just have
was,
it.
right. But it was easier than I thought it would be. Thanks to you, I think I was ready for something like this. I will say, it's not really what I expected when I started tracking you and Kai back in Paradise.
Fair enough. I don't think this is like what any one of us expected.
I guess not, huh? You probably never expected to die and come right back either.
No.
It's been a bit of a ride, Envoy. I feel like it's coming to an end. One way or another.
I think so too.
I don't know. Maybe the unexpected isn't so bad after all. I never expected you and I would become friends. Yeah, quick note. If you tell any of the others I said that, I'll poison your drink. Anyway.
Oh, that's funny as hell, Marius. You're too fucking funny. What about you, Yatsili? What do you got to say?
Oh, Envoy. Have you recovered yet from our chat in the library? I don't think I have yet, but maybe talking it out will help.
Happy to help, though I'm not sure how much I can add.
I think I just need to say some things out loud, if that's all right.
Yeah.
It's just... we already have a lot to take care of, don't we? We have a god and an empire both vying for our attention, and now I have this legacy forced on me.
A lot of them,
I was
too.
already unsure what to do, and now a third option appears like the world's worst surprise. But it makes sense. My whole life has been about the godless in one way or another. It explains why I knew the language, why I felt so drawn to the ruins.
Maybe you should talk it over with Kuroichi. Get your love's perspective.
I love the man, but he'll just be endlessly supportive, the fiend. And trying to send a letter when we're on the move like this? It's a struggle. It's not an answer I would have expected, but it's an answer. And now that I know, I kind of thought, well, honestly, I feel more full. Like a puzzle piece sliding right back into place. No matter what happens, even if my path doesn't lead to the library, I feel better than I have in ages.
That's good. I mean, that's really all that matters. I'm glad you could get your answer, no matter what.
So am I. I think... For the first time in my life, I don't know what to do.
Congratulations, Yardsley. Now you're just like the rest of us.
No matter what, I've always known exactly what I want. But this is the first time I've had more options than time in the day. What do you think?
This is hard to... I don't want to decide this for her. I feel like she's the only person that can do this.
I ask because I want your advice, Envoy. Please. What do you think?
Oh, man. I don't know. Part of me wants to be like, go foster your wizardry, become a fucking god. You know, become one yourself. But then, I don't know. I don't really want to go tell her to go be a shut-in or to go and tell her to... I don't know. But then this means she'd be giving up on her people. I don't know. This is a tough thing. I don't really know what to tell her. If I was in her position, what would I do? I guess is what it really comes down to. And if it was me... I think I'd take the opportunity.
You're right. It's the one area of my life that's gotten the least love. Seems it's about time to make up for that. Thank you, Envoy. I've been agonizing over this for longer than I want to admit. Finally picking a destination makes the journey a lot easier. Oh, but I am not looking forward to telling Quilici.
Yeah, I don't know
understand.
how I
Your happiness and
could do
fulfillment
that.
are everything to him.
Well, come on. We've bigger things to deal with. Literally, much as I'm loath to release. And Envoy, thank you, truly. Now, let's go.
I don't know how I feel about that decision.
I've long imagined. And that's not it. I learned that I was very possibly the last of the Akita, and that I've got a library to take care of. We learned the fate of the Akita from their killer herself. And you're on the way to meet your god. Years of being an unclaimed godlike, and now It feels like a typhoon of information has hit us. I've yet to catch my breath. There are even floating sky islands. How are you staying so calm?
Huh. Let's try to get through this, Yatsuli.
You could be a bit more excited. I just want to focus on memorizing everything I can. The architecture is obviously in pristine condition, let alone... Just be sure to remember everything we see. I'll want to pick your brain later.
Fair enough. Glad to see the garden's living up to your expectations.
This place is... It's more than I could have ever dreamed. I know we have to find your god and figure out what to do with them, but... Oh, I almost feel like I could stay here forever.
Huh. Isn't that what your past self wanted?
I suppose. It's worth thinking about, at least. Still, I just... Oh, it's breathtaking here.
Yeah, no kidding, it is
And
pretty
think
cool.
how much I could learn here. Pockets of time in the lives of the Akita are here, and... Oh, but we've not even gotten to the end yet. We haven't seen everything.
No, we
Let's
haven't.
get moving. I'm starting to suspect that every single leader in the Living Lands is incompetent. Truly, is there no vetting process? Hopefully those in Solace Keep will choose their leaders with more care in the future. But we should check on Marius. I'll make him some soothing perfume, but I think a few words from you would help too.
That was a little disjointed, but, you know, I already did speak with them.
Lovely. Another point in your favor, Envoy. I do not envy the Pargrunen in any case.
Yeah, me
Leading that
either.
council gave me a new appreciation for Vidaro.
Think that Fjord could devolve like Solace Keep did?
There's always a way for things to get worse, dearie. I wouldn't be surprised. We're losing focus on the important things. Things like the garden. Oh, come on. How can I help?
I didn't even mean to talk
Tired
to you about
already,
that.
Envoy? Well,
You just had a lot
I'll
to
see
say.
you in the morning.
So those green
And then
people in the
Giada, what do you got to say?
All this time, I thought my parents died in a freak accident. An experiment gone awry. A mistake. And in a way, they did. But it wasn't their mistake. It was Sapadal's.
It was, yeah. You were really generous to forgive them, honestly. That was really good of you.
Generous? Perhaps. Until I knew the whole story, there was never anyone to blame. This whole experience has me considering my family's work in a different light. Look at what my mother accomplished. Armed with her research and her wits, she found a god. When you speak to a god, it's nothing. Barely a reflex. But for the rest of us, it's unimaginable. No Animancer can live up to that. Certainly not me. I thought their legacy was a curse, and I could only break it by completing their work. I was wrong.
Don't sell yourself short.
Of course I can. But now, I can do them for the right reasons.
That's fair.
One thing is certain. When it comes to animancy, I need to unlearn some of my old assumptions. I wanted to tame the spirit of the living lands. Now, there's so much about it I don't understand. And it's creepy, but wonderful.
I agree. Could you still use it to help people?
Perhaps, as long as no one gets in my way. I believe the power flowing out of the garden drove this island mad. That has to end. Through animancy, we could help the living lands recover. It would take a lifetime, maybe more, but that's a small price to pay. Then again, who am I to interfere with an ecosystem that I barely understand?
Fair enough.
On the other hand, half the fun of animancy is stirring the pot and getting into trouble. I think I know what I want, but there are too many variables to consider. What do you think?
I think you should grow as an animancer.
I have a lot of catching up to do, and plenty of room to grow. But I think you're right. So be it. Starting today, I don't have to live up to anyone's example. Animancy can be whatever I make of it.
G-dang right. Your mother and father would be fucking proud of you, Gianna.
I know they would be. And not just because some ancient plans told me so. Now I just have to decide which field of research to pursue. But no need to bore you with the details. I've only got one lifetime as Giada Castel, so I'd better make it count. Hey, you helped me through a very difficult time. I just wanted to say thank you.
You're good with
Of
the
course.
animancy stuff. You should keep, doing that.
Yeah. What Marius said.
Oh, you might
Oh shit, gang. Well, I think
notice, Marius.
I might.
I think this is
How do you get dust stains out
I
of
think
your
this is gonna be it.
Just wear clothes that won't be ruined.
You know, we made some pretty good progress tonight. We explored a lot of the
However, I
garden.
still have a dust stain on my
We
hands.
explored a lot of
Grind up
our
some bone slate.
cohorts, personal demon co-workers. But we went into their personal demons a little bit, we confronted some of their fears. But yeah, explored a lot of this place. It looks like there is a little bit left, but I mean, I don't know, as far as I'm aware, I was checking every nook and cranny I could, tried to make sure we weren't missing anything or anything like that, so yeah, I think pretty much that's all that's left to do whenever we come back here tomorrow night is go and confront Sapadal. Go and hopefully figure this out and maybe end this once and for all. Figure out what the fuck is going on around here, because it's been absolutely nutto. Honestly, it's been kind of like an emotional roller coaster trying to figure out who's really okay to even trust. There so much of me deep down inside wants to trust Sapadal and wants to trust their intentions. I want to think that they can grow and be better, but there is also this part of me that thinks that there is some sort of other side of them that maybe they can't even control, almost like a mental illness, like there's some other part of their brain that they don't have as heavy of control over, that I think that it kind of prevents them sometimes, or kind of clouds their judgment, or makes it to where it's hard for them to really see just what their actions are doing to other people, and how much it can damage even the people that they're supposed to be helping. They're supposed to be taking care of their people, and they're hurting them in the process of trying to defend their home. And I understand where they're coming from, and I understand that they were young and they didn't understand better, but it's not 100% an excuse, So, well, I don't know. I want to hope that they can do better. And I think that's how I want to try and approach this, But I think we'll sleep on it a little bit. We'll give it some thought. And then whenever we come back tomorrow, we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and finish this thing. We'll go ahead and take care of Sapadal. We'll go and talk to them. We'll see what they want, and then after that, we can go ahead and head back to the Living Lands and go and try to tie up any loose ends that are inevitably there. Deal with all the people that we've inevitably pissed off. I know there's got to be some things we're gonna have to deal with back home for sure. But yeah. We'll get to that tomorrow night, wrap things up, and then, yeah, that'll be good. We'll move on to something else. Who the fuck knows? Yeah, I'm still kind of toying with that idea. But until then, gamers, I love y'all very much. Have a good rest of your night tonight. stay safe, and I will catch y'all after I get off work tomorrow. Love you very much, gang. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Bye, gamers. Bye. See you next time. Bye, 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 bye.